Welcome everyone. Today we will discuss a very important topic, Ansible Playbook, and see how Ansible play an important role to automate various tasks using Ansible Playbook. Today we will install Apache Wave Server on both hosts using Ansible Playbook. Before installing it, we will get to know how Ansible Playbook works. So Ansible Playbook has three major components: host, task, name. Host basically pointed towards group. Group is entered in your Ansible inventory file, which has host server 1 and host server 2 information, right? Task define work, like here we are going to install Apache Wave Server. Name will define the services which are used for installing this Wave Server, like HTTPD. Once Ansible playbook created, your Ansible server will run this playbook using these three information: host, task, and name. Now Ansible will come to know, okay, so we are going to run on this host, and host has this information like the group name test server, which contain host server 1 and host server 2 information, which has this IP. Then Ansible server will check task. Okay, now I have to install Apache web server on these two host machine, so it will install this Apache web server via SSH protocol and also display the status whether the Apache web server is installed or not. So guys, we have Ansible server 192.168.43.50, and we have host as well 192.168.43.10 and 192.168.43.20. Now we will open our Ansible server and we will see how we can install this Apache server using Ansible playbook. Guys, open your Ansible server. Today we will create our first playbook and run on the host server. Friends, first of all, we will check whether Apache server is installed on the host or not. So use this command Ansible and then group name test server, okay, hyphen m shell hyphen a, and then the command. So we are using bin shell system ctl status httpd, right? The daemon name of your Apache, and we will print only three lines. So had hyphen 3 you can use, enter. Here we have output of both hosts. So this HTTPD service is not installed on any of the host machine, right? Now we will install this Apache server. So first of all, we will open our playbook. So I have already created a playbook for you to save our time. Friends, this is our Ansible playbook written in YAML language to install Apache web server. In comment section, I have described what we are going to do. Like the first line, you can see target host name or the group name. So you have to enter here your group name. So you know I have entered test server in Ansible inventory file where both host information are written, right? If you are running your Ansible playbook with your root account, you can skip this two line. But if you are using any local user, then you have to use these two lines, right? What does it mean? Become yes, that means you are going to be root, right? By using sudo method. So if you do sudo and then playbook, that means you have privilege to run with the super user account, right? Define task. Here we have defined the task, what we are going to do. So you can see what we are going to do. We are going to install Apache web server. The service is HTTPD to install Apache web server, right? And the method from where we are going to install. So we are using yum to install the service. So yum will search the service name HTTPD and it will install the service, right? Here my host is running on CentOS, so I'm using yum. So I will write something for you. If you have different hosts, how you can use this service, right? Let me explain for you. If you are using CentOS or RHEL, you can use yum. Okay. If you are using Ubuntu on your host, then you can use apt service instead of yum. If you are using Fedora, you can use DNF. If you are using SUSE, you can use Zipper. If you are using Debian, okay, you can use dpkg. These are the various tools which you can use to install your packages on different Linux flavor. Now you can use your Ansible server on any of the Linux flavor, right? Once you install the HTTPD package through yum, you will have to run that service. So the service name is HTTPD. To running this service, you have to write like hyphen name, and HTTPD is running and enabled. Okay, so it will first enable your HTTPD service and it will run it. After that, it will ask you for the service. So the service name will be HTTPD and it must be enabled, so you will have to write enable equal to yes, and state will be started. So we are going to start the service. Now this is about your Ansible playbook. Now we'll have to run this playbook, and once you run this playbook, it will start installing Apache service to both the host machine and it will show you the status. Now we will save and run this playbook. So use this command Ansible. We are going to run playbook, so write playbook and your playbook name. So first playbook.yml, that is our playbook file. Just enter. Now this playbook will install Apache web server on both the hosts. So it will use internet to install the packages, and it will run the packages once it's installed and show you the status, right? So wait for some time, it will install and show you the status. Now you can see the packages is installed, right? You can see HTTPD package is installed for both the host. Task is running and enabled, and you can check the response. So it changed to because it will install the service and it will run the Apache service. Right now we have installed Apache on both hosts. Now we'll see the status. Use this command. Here we go. We have installed Apache web server on both the hosts and it is up and running before 1 minute. Right. So guys, we have installed Apache Web Server successfully. Now I would like to show you Ansible config file where you can customize your Ansible server. So here is the location. Yeah, it's like etc slash Ansible and Ansible.cfg. So this is the file where you can customize your Ansible. So this is your Ansible file. You can change setting as per your requirement. Like you can change the default setting as well. You can use reward port, that is 22. You can change this port as well. You can change SSH settings, timeout for your host, right? You can do a lot of changes. You can play with your Ansible settings as per your requirement. So guys, we have seen how we can create and play our Ansible playbook to automate our task. Next video, we will create another playbook and define variable to automate our task. Thanks for watching the video.